Hi, I'm John Pollock. No, actually, I'm not John. I'm Paula Elefante. And John was supposed to be here to interview me today. However, he got tied up. He's okay. He just got tied up. So I was to be his guest today. And you may recognize my name. I'm here every year to promote the Pahrump Social Powwow. And we've been working on this year's powwow for months now, as we always are. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving. I wanted to tell you that the powwow, this is the 26th annual. And I've been involved with this powwow for 23 years. I've been involved with organizing this powwow. It's been my pleasure and my honor. And so over the years, we've grown, we've changed, and many, many of you have grown and changed with us. So we're excited that we're going to have our Master of Ceremonies, Michael Rifle, will be back again. He's been coming out here for about 10, 11 years. And he always loves coming to Pahrump. He says Pahrump is one of the best towns, rural towns that he gets to come to. Our arena director, Marvin Redeye, many of you know him because he had a booth for many, many years. He's a silversmith. Oh, and Michael Rifle, I want to let you guys know, he is San Carlos Apache. Marvin, our arena director, is from the Onondaga Reservation, which is on the East Coast. He was a vendor for many years, and he, as I said, he's a silversmith. And then he kind of got out of vending, and he became our arena director. And what the arena director does is to keep things moving in the arena. He's in charge of the arena. And for those of you that don't know, the arena is the big circle that all the dancers dance in. We have our Southern drum, Southern Soul, comes from Arizona. They're mostly Navajo, and they're coming back this year. Our Northern drum will be coming out of California. Our head man is Apache, and he lives over in California. He'll be coming. Our head lady is Apache Mescalero, and she is coming back this year. We have many, many of the dancers that have been coming for years, and also the Aztec dancers. Y'all know them. You love the Aztec dancers. They've actually been coming to this powwow for about, oh gosh, maybe 15, 16 years. So they too love coming to Pahrump. They say that our community is the friendliest community, and they do dance all over Southern California, in Arizona. And I don't know that they've been to any other powwows here in Nevada, but we do enjoy the Aztec dancers. This year, we'll be setting up, the vendors come in on Thursday and we start setting up everything. And so we're open to the public on Friday, about noon. You can come in, you can start your holiday shopping, as I like to say, because that's a great time to get your holiday gifts. The drums don't get in until later Friday night, so we don't have the drums on Friday, but they are there on Saturday and Sunday. The food vendors will be set up, so you can come and get your fry bread or your Indian tacos on Friday. So you come for late lunch, early dinner. And several, all the usual food vendors. We have the corn guy, and we have the guy that has the quesadillas and the fruit. And we also have two local people here that live here that are food vendors. One is Tina from Tina's Tamales down on Frontage Road, next to the AT&T store in that corner. And then Sin City Munchies will be set up. So you can kind of figure all your favorite vendors are going to be back. And that's always pleasing to me. But back to when we began, there was two other ladies, Sandy Stark and Kathy. Well, she had a different last name. They were both involved, and myself, because in 2001 there was no powwow, and we were not comfortable with that. So in 2002 we got together and we organized the powwow. We managed to pull that together in 6 weeks' time. We had one drum, we had dancers, we had an MC, we had the arena director, and we were able to get, I think that first year we got about 15, 20 vendors, and a couple of those are still coming. Over the next 2 years, 3, 4, we grew, we learned, and then 2005 we lost Sandy. Kathy and I kept it going over the years, and then finally in about 2010, Kathy moved away. She moved to Colorado, and the powwow means a lot, so I just kind of got a committee together and we kept it going. So if you've been coming that many years, you need to stop by the booth and say hi and say, hey, I've been here all these years too. Part of our fundraising efforts, because we don't have a Indian casino here, because we don't have an Indian smoke shop here, we don't have a federally recognized tribe here for support. So we try to do fundraising and we get sponsors to cover the cost of the powwow. One of our projects, and you've heard me talk about it before, is we take your empty ink cartridges from your printers, whether you use the small cartridges from home or if you have a business, your toners. If you don't have a contract, we want your toners. Vern saves his toners here for me. We recycle those. We get anywhere from 5 cents to 2 1/4 per cartridge or toner. We have been doing this since 2009, and since 2009, we've kept almost 23,000 pieces of plastic out of our landfill, it helps our environment, it helps the future, and so we recycle. Those items that we can't recycle for money, we will either ship back to the manufacturers, and they have their program for recycling, and then for a lot of the generics, we can't recycle that for money, and there's no manufacturer to ship them back to. So once a month, I'll make a trip over to Office Depot, and they have they can recycle the ink cartridges, the toners, and the personal cartridges. And I feel really, really good about the protection of our environment. I also am pretty excited that last year we managed to raise about $800 in recycling, and that was about 2,500 pieces of plastic. And I call them pieces of plastic. That's 2,500 cartridges and toners that we managed to recycle. So, that's not a tremendous amount of money, but it is, every little bit helps. So, I'm excited about that. So, getting off subject here, just for a minute, for those of you that don't know, and John probably would have had this information to share, the Daughters of the American Revolution, Pahrump Springs chapter, has had a stone carved. Rick, carved in stone, did this massive, it's like 3 feet wide and 3 feet tall stone that's been carved for America's semi-quincentennial, America's 250th birthday next year. And they're going to have that placed at our museum. And they've got some sort of ceremonies planned. It'll be after, I think it's like after October 15th or something like that. The stone should be there. And we can all go and check it out. And I think that's pretty exciting that we'll have that here in Pahrump for the celebration of our country's 250th birthday. It's like really, really cool to me. Just awesome. So that was one thing that's coming up that I know of. I'm not sure what else he might have had other than there's like 4 craft shows coming up because everybody likes to go to a craft show to buy things that we like. They have the farmers market and you can get great produce there and gifts for the upcoming holiday season. So back to powwow again, November 21, 22, 23 at Petrick Park. We don't go into the night usually because it gets too darn cold. People don't want to come out. The dancers start getting really, really chilled, and the vendors, you're not coming out and shopping. So we usually shut down at about between 5 and 6, depending on the audience participation and the weather. And the weather has impacted us the last 2 years. 2 years ago, the winds came up on Saturday night. They ripped up several canopies, and so we shut down Sunday morning. We did not open at all because it was a mess. Last year, the winds came up on Saturday night. They tore up 2 of my canopies, my 2 10 by 20s, and so we have to replace those for this year. But anyway, we're getting close to running out of time, and I want to thank you. And I will tell John he was greatly missed, and he will see you, I think, next week. He should be back. I think he should be back here, and I'm not sure who he's going to have as guest. And I thank you for listening to me. Really appreciate it. And with that, I'm going to say good night, goodbye. I'm not sure when this is going to be aired, but thank y'all. I'll see you at the powwow.